What I wanted to share in this video, a couple of points. Last 5-6 weeks, we've had the most amount of student success that we've ever had in that period of time, such a short period of time. One person getting 100k, another person getting 200, another person acquiring investment. Like, it's literally just been full steam ahead over the past 5-6 weeks. People have been doing phenomenally well. Now, because I coach people as well, I get to see it hands-on, why people do well and the key ingredient in people doing well. And again, it's just reminded me in this moment in time to make this video, because we've got this new strategy refinement coming out, and I know, statistically speaking, people are lazy. They will procrastinate. They're going to sit there. They're going to have all the right things in front of them. It's like almost seeing a trade where you've got all the right confluences, but you're still going to hesitate. You know that trade is never going to make money in the end, and no matter what you teach them or what you show them, they're just never going to become a profitable trader. It's part and parcel with hesitant people. And if you are that person, you have to fix that trait, and you have to take that honest, open criticism. But I know when this strategy refinement comes out, so many people are going to miss out on it, as they usually do, because they're just going to sit there and think, oh, well, what if it doesn't work? Or what's the point of me paying Falcon? Blah, 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 blah. Same stuff again. You know, when I was 17, let me tell you something. I literally had no job, no money, nothing. And it got to a point, because I was teaching myself for under 2 years, it got to a point where I thought, I need to find education somehow. I used to jump on Skype calls with random traders on Instagram. I used to find people, try and get whatever I could out of people in terms of information. I couldn't make it work. Almost 2 years I tried it. I got fed up in the end. I come across Falcon, and it was, to me, a lot of money, because a 17, 18-year-old who's not worked a job, got no money. It was £47 a month. But then I thought, you know, what's the worst thing that can happen? I'll ask my parents or somebody, whoever, for money. Let me try it out for a month. What is the worst that can happen? I lose £47 and a little bit of self-respect, because I used to tell everyone that I'm leaving college or this and that. Trading's going to be this big thing for me and whatever. And I was like, I had a lot of conviction when I said that. So in my mind, I thought, well, if it doesn't work, I probably look like a dick, but that's about it. So what can I lose? Nothing. And that was my mindset from as a 17-year-old. Some of you are 30 years old, you're adults, and you're scared, and you've got a full-time job, income. You probably spend £147, £150 in a day on a weekend doing mundane things that are not going to get you forward, but you're scared of spending that to try and figure out if something is actually going to work, like trading, that could literally change your entire future, the trajectory of your future. I just can't fathom that. I literally cannot grasp it. And why am I mentioning this? The reason I'm mentioning it is because the key ingredient with all of these students that you see on the screen likely now, who've acquired capital and done well, and literally some of these guys that I know more on a one-to-one level have actually achieved their trading goals, or their goal level of capital, if you like, right? They've achieved that because they're quick at making decisions. These guys I know personally, they don't give a shit. If something's not going to work, they just accept it beforehand. It's this mindset of knowing, right, I'm just going to try it, and if it doesn't work, at least I tried it. If you have that mindset in life, you won't ever be seized of opportunity. And I'll tell you one thing, opportunity will never be scared of you. That's really, really important. Opportunity will always be scared of the people who are hesitant to make decisions and actually act. And the problem is, most of you don't have that trait unlocked. You have it there internally, but you've not allowed it to come out yet, because you've got this mental blocker in the way. And that's the problem. That's the key ingredient I see anyway with these traders who win and who do well. Okay? So why I'm sharing this video, I want you guys to just experience it. Try it out for a month. I do apologize, guys. My camera died. Okay, that should be better. People don't use time wisely anyway. And I've made a video on this before. Whether I tell you guys, look, we've got 2 days left, we've got 1 day left, we've got 2 hours left, I know it's not going to make a difference for a lot of you, but I want to put this video out regardless, because this refinement, I know for a fact, is going to completely change the game for practically every single trader watching this video. I know a lot of you from data struggle with overtrading, you struggle with forced trades, you struggle with getting into winning positions and actually staying in them. A lot of you that say, yeah, 2-to-1s and 1-to-1s are the way forward. How many of your positions have you looked back on to actually see how long did they play out for? If you go back over your past 12 months of positions that you've got out for 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 or 3-to-1s, did they actually go on to make more profit? Would have there actually been a way for you to capitalize on more profit? And if there was, why have you not refined that in your system? What we've done is we've basically been able to adapt a swing style method with lower time frame risk to reward, but with the higher time frame protection. It's very difficult to achieve. That's why I'm making this video. So the key ingredient, like I was saying before, with these people that you've seen that have accumulated capital, that keep their capital as well, they don't just give it all away like most traders do, is they have one key trait. It's very, very important to understand this. They just get on with it. They see an opportunity, they jump at it. They don't think, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? They just follow the advice given blindly, and then they decide later. I can't remember who exactly said this. I think it was Napoleon, and I'm paraphrasing here. But he said something along the lines of, when you go into war, fight first and then decide later. I'm definitely paraphrasing there, but that was essentially the motto of what he said. You want to seize the opportunity first, and then you make the decisions afterwards. Don't try and overthink things too much before you actually look at an opportunity or seize it. And this is a problem with a lot of traders. They just think too much about things. They overthink. They fall into this thinking paralysis and they never actually act on things. I would just honestly, if you could just be a fly on the wall and see what I see from my perspective, you would think in my position, Ibi, why do you not share this more? I tried to do. Obviously been very busy this past week with the wedding and that kind of stuff. So things have been in the way. So I'm slowly getting back on track with that. But I'm trying to showcase as much as possible to you guys. Instead of coming on here and giving you all these tips, you know all the tips. Just watch all my videos on my YouTube and you've got all the tips that you need, right? But I'm trying to help you understand more of a behind the scenes of what we offer in Falcon, what we actually have. Why? Because if there's something good, why would I not want to share that? I don't understand this mindset of people that say, if someone's sharing an opportunity, that they're only sharing it for monetary gain. Not everybody is like that. I'm not like, I couldn't give a shit. All I care about is I really want people to see how good it is what we've got. And I like seeing people do well. I genuinely like seeing people do well. I like seeing people tap into their potential. It's the nicest feeling in the world when you see someone tap into their potential and achieve things that they once thought were not possible. So a lot of you who are forcing trades, winning positions you weren't in enough, you weren't in, for example, like you're missing a lot of trades because of like work, time zone, managing kids, your job, these kind of things. That's all fixed with this new refinement. Even stats go to show and they prove that a lot of the most like losing traders out there, they were trading either lower time frames too much, and I see this in coaching all the time. People abusing the lower time frames too much and misregarding the higher time frames. Like there's so many of these common denominators when you look at stats and you look at data that point to the fact that people who trade the opposite of what this refinement actually does don't do well. The stats prove that. So you literally can't argue with the stats. That's what I'm excited about. I really want to share this with you guys. So look, 2 days time from when you see this, I think it should be the 30th of August. So probably even one day. That if you join after that, you don't get accelerated access to funding in-house with us. You don't have to worry about, by the way, with us, like getting denied payouts or that we're going to disappear the next day like most firms do. And you don't get instantaneous access to this refinement. So you're wasting time for no reason. For literally no reason. There's no like price increase. You're just wasting time. And you're literally demonstrating the quality of a failing trader. So that's your choice if you want to do that. Okay, it's not going to affect me or you. Number two, if you do join before the 30th, you do get accelerated access to funding and you get instantaneous access to the refinement. Otherwise, you have to pay for the top tier subscription to actually access it, which you have to wait 3 months for. So you see how you're delaying things. Just by delaying things for 2 days, you delay things for 3 months. That's completely in your control. Like I said, when I was 17 years old, my mindset was when I see an opportunity, I'm going to run at it and I'll figure it all out later. If it doesn't work, I'll figure out what went wrong and how I can prevent myself from choosing a poor opportunity next time. All of you guys who watch this, who follow me, most of you are traders. Just make this happen for yourselves. You've got a lot of potential. Don't ruin it. Make it work because you can and you have the full potential to do so. Use time to your advantage and don't waste it. So this is a message for all of you. I hope you guys receive this message in the best way possible and give it a shot.